99.3 The Beat. Good evening, fans, and welcome to another broadcast of UAPB basketball. Today is the Lady Lions hosting Bethune-Cookman, the Lady Wildcats, as both teams looking for a big win here tonight. Off to a bit of a slow start early on in the season, as Bethune-Cookman sitting at 1-2 in conference play. The Lady Lions at 1-3 with the big win over Prairie View A&M. Looking at the standings. Oh, by the way, I'm LaRon Marbley here inside the H.O. Clemens Arena, and we definitely welcome you to today's broadcast put on by Central Maloney. Now, talking about the Lady Lions 1-3 in conference play, they defeated Prairie View A&M last weekend on the road, so that was a big win for Coach Erica Leak and the Lady Lions. They'll look to bounce back tonight as they would take on Bethune-Cookman. Now, Bethune-Cookman only 1-2 in conference play. They're actually on a 2-game losing streak, so the Lady Lions will look to bounce back today, and we see the enthusiasm by Coach Erica Leak as we get ready to open play here inside the H.O. Clemens Arena. Looking at the standings in the SWAC conference, on the ladies' side, Southern, Alabama A&M, and Texas Southern, all 3-1 in conference play. Those are the top 3 teams in the conference, followed by Alcorn State and Florida A&M, who are both 2-1 in conference play. Alabama State, Grambling State, Mississippi Valley, all at 2-2 in conference play. Jackson State, Bethune-Cookman at 1-2. The Lady Lions at 1-3, and Prairie View A&M winless in conference play at 0-4. So again, this is a very big ball game for both of these teams. 1-3 Lady Lions, 1-2 Lady Wildcats, and of course the winner moving up in the conference standings, as this weekend, of course, the Lady Lions will play host to Florida A&M. So a big ball game again here for Coach Erica Leak and the Lady Lions. Coach Leak in her second season, and we talked last night as we had the AD Circle. We talked last night with Coach Leak and Coach Bozeman as the Lady Lions and Golden Lions continue conference play this week. So very excited about what's to come. And again, their opponents, the Lady Wildcats of Bethune-Cookman University. Now they're led by head coach Janelle Creighton Del Rios, and she's in her 5th season at the helm at Bethune-Cookman. Del Rosario, excuse me. She helped the Wildcats turn around a 6-win season in her first year, adding 5 wins to the program a year later. Ever since, she has continued to raise the bar for the Lady Wildcats, and during last year's campaign, she coached Ajanay, is the way it's pronounced, Ajanay Nicholson, who finished the year 3rd nationally in double-doubles. She had 22, as well as leading the SWAC in rebounds. So we'll see what happens today with the Lady Wildcats. And again, under head coach Janelle Creighton Del Rosario. Looking at some of the leaders in the conference, as far as scores in the SWAC, or as far as teams go, we have the Bethune-Cookman Lady Wildcats. They're 9th in the conference, scoring 55.6 points per game. Lady Lions are sitting at 11th at 54.1 points per game. Defensively, Arkansas Pine Bluff leads Bethune-Cookman right above them at 7, only giving up 72.5 points, while Bethune-Cookman gives up 72.7 points per game. So that should make for an interesting matchup here today inside the H.O. Clemens Arena. Talking about individually scoring, India Bowen, she's number 3 in the conference in scoring, averaging 13.2 points per game for the Lady Lions. And not far behind her at number 5, Jayla Pelly. She's averaging 12.4 points per game for the Lady Lions. If you look at Bethune-Cookman on their side, their leading scorer is Tamani Dorsey from Bethune-Cookman. She's ranked 18th in the conference in scoring, and she's averaging just about 8.8 points per game. So they're going to, usually you see Bethune-Cookman, they have multiple players able to score, and we'll see if they can do that here tonight. So we're about a minute outside the opening tip. Let's take a 2-minute break, and when we return, we have the starting lineups and the opening tip here from the H.O. Clemens Arena. I'm LaRon Marbley. It's the Lady Wildcats of Bethune-Cookman taking on your UAPB Lady Lions. You're tuned in to the UAPB Sports Network on Deltaplex Radio's 99.3 The Beat. We'll be back.
When something happens to your car, you might say,
"Ugh, come on, seriously?
This is so extra."
But what you could say is,
like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Your local State Farm agent is available when and where you need them, online, over the phone, or even in person. State Farm agents are here to answer your questions and help you file your claim.
This is so extra.
I'm State Farm agent Kevin Bonnet. Call me at 535-2233.
Not feeling your best? Don't wait to get the care you need. Jefferson Regional Urgent Care is ready to help 7 days a week from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Conveniently located at 4201 South Mulberry in Pine Bluff, we handle everything from minor injuries to illnesses with expert care and compassion. No appointment needed. Just walk in today. Your health is our priority. Jefferson Regional Urgent Care. Your life, our commitment.
Life's complicated. Your checking account shouldn't be. At Simmons Bank, we keep banking simple. With you in mind.
Your place, your event, your hometown.
Shopping for car insurance is confusing. Holy cow.
Oh, great. Now we have a cow in our kitchen. Why did you say that?
Because I don't know what coverage to choose.
So just say the State Farm jingle. A State Farm agent can go over all your options with you and help choose coverage that meets your needs. Dude, cow, could you move?
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
I'm State Farm Agent Kevin Bonnet. Call me at 535-2233.
Jefferson Regional is pleased to offer the Mako and Da Vinci systems for robotic surgical interventions. For certain procedures, the benefits can include shorter length of hospital stay, less post-surgery pain and medication use, and access to parts of the anatomy that are beyond the limits of the human hand. It's a game changer, and it's here at Jefferson Regional. Your life, our commitment.
Life's complicated. Your checking account shouldn't be. At Simmons Bank,
Okay, Mike,
we
I'm ready.
keep banking simple. With you in mind. Get paid early. Avoid fees. Bank from anywhere. Everything you need. Nothing you don't. Choose your account and open online in minutes. Visit SimmonsBank.com to learn more. Member FDIC. All accounts subject to approval. Restrictions apply.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, inside the H.O. Clemens Arena. I'm LaRon Marbley as we getting ready to tip off. It's the Lady Wildcats of Bethune-Cookman University taking on your UAPB Lady Lions. Getting the start nod for the Wildcats under the direction of head coach Janelle Clayton Del Rosario and assistant coaches Sherry Tucker, Brittany Snowden, Erica Harris, and Ronnie Williams. Getting the start nod, Damani Dorsey wearing number 0, number 1, Kiara Gregory, number 15, Tyler Butler, number 25, Sanae Tyler, and number 30, Kaylin Peters. For the Lady Lions, number 1, Jayla Pelly, number 3, India Bowen getting the start nod, as well as number 12, Christina Boyd, number 4, Brianne Marshall in the middle with Tyra Taylor, number 24 rounding off the starting 5. So the Lady Lions controlled the tip, but ended up turning it over, folks, as it travels out of bounds. Just underway here inside the H.O. Clemens Arena for today's matchup. Bethune-Cookman here taking on your Lady Lions. Swinging in around the perimeter is the Lady Wildcats. Here's the screen for number 30, Kaylin Peters. Takes it up. Right-hand layup is good. So Peters scores the first bucket of the ball game. Lady Wildcats lead 2-0. Full court pressure by the Lady Wildcats. India Bowen trapped in the corner. Gets it out to Brianne Marshall. Back out top to Pelly. Pelly will be guarded by Damani Dorsey. Gets it inside. Here's Taylor. Back outside to Pelly. As the Lady Wildcats drop down into the looks like a 2-1-2 zone defense. As Christina Boyd strong to the cup. And she's going to be fouled. 2 shots for the Lady Lions. As they get number 15, Tyler Butler for a first personal. Also the first team foul. So Christina Boyd heads to the line for 2. First free throw is up, and it rattles out. Wow, that's a tough one there. She'll have 1 shot remaining. Just underway, about a minute into the first quarter, as Boyd will have a second free throw. And it rattles off. So 0 for 2 from the line for Boyd. As this will be Damani Dorsey bringing it up court. Gets it over, check that was Gregory, gets it to Dorsey. Dorsey in a little trouble, kicks it up. Cross court pass, swinging it. Thought about a 3 driving is Gregory, she pull it back out. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Gregory, guarded by Pelly. 1-on-1, stops, pulled back, has an open 3. Pelly gets a finger on it, and that's gonna be a block shot for Jayla Pelly. As Bowen kicks it ahead to Pelly. She's now double teamed. Back out to Bowen. So Lady Lions will reset here. 2-0 our score. Bethune-Cookman leads with a single bucket so far. As we're about 2 minutes into the first quarter. And Bowen, nice shot, rattles out. Offensive rebound, Christina Boyd. And Pelly just loses the handle there. As Bowen tries to get the steal, but to no avail. So Bethune-Cookman takes it in with Gregory. Pump fakes, gets it inside. Up off the glass, and good. Strong move by number 15, Tyler Butler. The bucket is good, and they can get Tyra Taylor for her first personal. Also the first team foul. So a three-point play opportunity for the Lady Wildcats, number 15, Tyler Butler. She also has one foul in the game. Here's the free throw. Rattles around and falls. So Kanaya Gardner checks in for the Lady Lions as Taylor will have a break. Also Jasmine Davis entering the game for the Lady Lions. She'll give Christina Boyd a break. So full court pressure again. 5-0, Bethune-Cookman's lead. Pelly back and here comes the trap. Pelly looking for Bowen. Played by Peters. Possession remains with the Lady Lions with 17 on the shot clock. Gets it into Davis. There's the trap. Davis splits it. Kicks it down to Pelly. Comes the trap. Inside feed to Marshall. Back out to Davis. Bowen open. Pump fakes, drives. Mid-range jumper up and good. So the Lady Lions have their first basket of the game. 5-2 is our score with 7:25 remaining in the first quarter. This is Gregory. Kicks it over to the left wing. Driving to the left side behind the back. Kicks it down low. Looking for the backside. The scramble for the loose ball. Saved by Bowen. And she's going to push. 2-on-2 right now. Gets it to Davis. Davis shuffles her feet. So a little sloppy here starting off in the ball game. As both teams looking for their second conference win on the season. Here's the baseline drive, trying to split two defenders. Great defense there by but a good job defensively there by Gardner. It's a shot, misses, rebound goes to Bowen. So India Bowen brings, and she's picked up by Damani Dorsey. Inside, Gardner was Kaylin Peters drives all the way to the cup and finishes off the glass. And the Lady Wildcats lead is now 5. 7-2 is our score. The Lady Lions break the full. The wing gets it out top to Davis. Now to Bowen. Open three up and good from downtown India. Bowen. Assist by Jasmine Davis. Lady Lions pull within 2 as we approach 6 minutes remaining in the first. Good defensive hustle by Jasmine Davis. She gets in the passing lane, knocks the ball out of bounds. Possession remains with the Lady Wildcats. Now entering the game, number 5, Janessa Kelly. And for the Lady Lions, re-entering will be number 12, Christina Boyd. Bethune-Cookman inbounds in front of the Lady Lions bench. 3-second count, gets it in to Gregory. Side over to Dorsey. Inside feed off the fingertips. It's going to go over to the Lady Lions. Here comes the full court press. Pelly gets it to Davis, who stumbles, turns it over right into the hands of Gregory. Gregory drives, spins out, guarded by Pelly. Kicks it out to Kelly. And now the Lady Wildcats will reset. Swings it, baseline drive by Kelly. Pulls it back out, she's guarded by. Here's a steal by Pelly. Jayla Pelly all the way to the cup with the left side, left hand, and it's good. We're now tied at 7. Lady Lions have clawed their way back into the ball game. So Lady Wildcats set up on the right wing. Damani Dorsey with it, gets a screen. And she's going to kick it out top. Back over to the wing to Dorsey. Calls for the screen, gets one from Butler, turns the corner, goes down the lane, and they're going to get her for carrying. So that's going to be a turnover back to the Lady Lions. Jada Cornelius checks in for Pine Bluff. And number 35, Maya Johnson, checking in for the Lady Wildcats. Bowen has it, steps up, kicks it over to Pelly. Back over to Bowen, and they get it across the timeline. So Bowen back to Pelly, they'll set it up, swinging it around the perimeter. Bowen in the corner, has a little room, is going to take another three. That's going to be too strong. Offensive rebound by Boyd, gets it to her teammate, Cornelius. Lady Lions, 15 seconds on the shot clock after the reset. Bowen with the nifty move, rolls off the rim. Gardner with the offensive board goes up strong, and she's headed to the line. They're going to get number 5, Janessa Kelly, with her first personal. Better be the second team foul. And the first media timeout of the game. We're knotted at 7 apiece with 4:28 remaining in the first quarter. You're tuned in to the UAPB Sports Network on Deltaplex Radio's 99.3 The Beat. We'll be back.
Well, it's top of mind. That's why it can be important as a renter to make sure you have the coverage you need at a price you can afford, because you've worked hard for your stuff, right? Your local State Farm agent is ready to help you choose the right renter's insurance that best fits your needs without the headache. Let's start helping protect your stuff with renter's insurance from State Farm today.
I'm State Farm Agent Kevin Bonnet. Call me at 535-2233.
Jefferson Regional has 2 wellness centers, one in Pine Bluff and one in Whitehall, that offer everything from circuit training to group exercise classes, and at the Whitehall facility, a racquetball court. All memberships include access to both gyms, and classes are included in your monthly dues, so there are no extra fees. Call 541-7890 for a tour and complete details about both facilities. The Jefferson Regional Wellness Centers. Your life, our commitment.
Life's complicated. Your checking account shouldn't be. At Simmons Bank, we keep banking simple, with you in mind. Get paid early. Avoid fees. Bank from anywhere. Everything you need, nothing you don't. Choose your account and open online in minutes. Visit SimmonsBank.com to learn more. Member FDIC. All accounts subject to approval. Restrictions apply.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, inside the H.O. Clemens Arena. LaRon Marbley here on the call with the Lady Lions and the Bethune-Cookman Lady Wildcats, all knotted at 7 apiece. 4:28 remaining in this opening set. As we resume action, it'll be Kanaya Gardner at the line. She'll be shooting 2 for Pine Bluff. First free throw is up and good by Gardner. And the Lady Lions take their first lead of the ball game, 8-7. 1 shot remaining for Gardner. It's up, and it's a little bit too strong. Rebound over to Bethune-Cookman. 8-7, Lady Lions lead by a point as we approach 4:20. Helen the Rock, number 23, Madison Holder. Here's a three-point attempt, no good. Gardner goes up strong for the rebound. And I like the way Gardner is playing today. Hadn't seen this out of her all year, but she seems to be playing with purpose for the Lady Lions today. Has it in the middle at the free throw line, drives to the cup, goes off the glass, and finishes with the and one opportunity. And again, we're seeing something out of Kanaya Gardner that we hadn't seen all season long. It looks like Coach Lee may have had a little talk with Gardner. She's stepping up so far. That foul called on Maya Johnson, her first personal. That'll be the 3rd team foul against the Lady Wildcats. As Gardner connects on the free throw, and the three-point conversion is good. Lady Lions lead 11-7. So Jasmine Davis stands about 3/4 court. She'll back off as Holder brings it up court for the Wildcats. Pass it to the right wing. Butler with it, guarded by Boyd. Here's Kaylin Peters driving right, gets away. Dorsey takes a three, and off the glass, no good. Gardner comes up with another rebound, and she's playing some valuable minutes as Davis gets it to Cornelius. Jab steps, middle to Gardner, over to Bowen. Bowen stutters, spins, pump fakes, goes up. India Bowen with the beautiful spin move, and she finishes at the rim. Lady Lions lead 13-7. You hear Coach Clayton Del Rosario giving instructions to her young ladies as Dorsey gets it to Holder. Back to Dorsey, attacking the basket, stops in the middle of the lane, drops it off down low. Nice pass. That was a nice look by Dorsey as she finds number 35, Maya Johnson, for the bucket. So Davis gets it ahead to Bowen. Bowen thought about a three. She'll just reset, kick it out top to Davis. Gardner in the middle, down low, as they're going to get a foul. That's against Maya Johnson, her second personal. That'll be the fourth team foul. As Gardner, again, plays some valuable minutes today. She'll get a breather as Breontae Marshall returns. So Boyd will inbound underneath the Lady Lions basket. She'll get it into Marshall. Marshall out top to Davis. Boyd cuts. She'll get it back. Attacks the basket. Goes up strong off the glass. Christina Boyd with the strong finish. 13-9. Now our score, 15-9. As we approach 2.5 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Holder loses the handle momentarily. She's guarded. That's double dribble. Nobody hit the ball. The ball wasn't touched, so she can't pick up and start dribbling again after. I think Holder thought the ball may have been touched there, but I don't think so. So that's going to be a turnover. The Lady Lions can add to their 15-9 lead. 6-point advantage. In the middle to Boyd. Attacks to the right side again. This time has the shot blocked. And ahead goes Holder. She'll kick it ahead. Davis gets a hand on it. Goes back to the Bethune-Cookman, Kaylin Peelers. And Peters able to finish at the rim. 15-11. Lady Lions on. Cornelius brings it into the corner, kicks it across court to Davis. Back over to Cornelius. Here comes a trap, back to Davis. Davis attacks, decides to pull it back out. Two-man game with Cornelius and Davis. Cornelius attacks the basket, goes up off the glass. A wild shot there. And Christina Boyd. She almost. So possession remains with the Lady Lions. Boyd will inbound. As we see Tyler Taylor and Jayla Pelly both return for Pine Bluff. So they'll take a look at the clock here. The shot clock. So the officials will get it situated. 15-11 is our current score. Lady Lions lead by 4. 1:49 left on the clock currently. It may change here momentarily. Updated as the two teams will retreat to their benches. So let's take a 30-second timeout. We'll be back with more. Go to Lions basketball on 99.3 The Beat.
Spectacular occasions. And when you find your ring at Sissy's Log Cabin, the promise of a lifetime begins with our promise to always provide unmatched quality, superior service, and brilliant natural diamonds. Find your dream engagement ring, wedding bands, and more when you shop Sissy'sLogCabin.com or stop by any of our 7 locations. Begin the rest of your lives brilliantly, only at Sissy's Log Cabin, because life's too short for ordinary jewelry.
The list reads: Wholesome Bakery, Illinois Tool, U.S. Sugar, Standard Brake Shoe, Arkansas Oak Flooring, Viking Bag, Hood Packaging, Ben Pearson, Farco Pruden, Florida Drum, Rolling Pin, Cargo Containers, and Camden Wire. All of them used to make products and employ hundreds right here in town. I'm Chris Hart, President and CEO of Central Marty Incorporated. All of them may have come and gone, but our family is still here.
Family first. My dad used to tell us that all the time. But family first wasn't just something he'd say to us. It was how he lived every day.
We're back to the action. Cornelius has it. If you're joining us via the video stream, she puts it up and it rolls off the rim as the shot clock expired. 1.5 minutes remaining in this first quarter. Lady Lions lead 15-11. And of course, dual broadcast also on Deltaplex Radio's 99.3 The Beat. Inside feed, kicks it back out, and we have a blocking foul called as the jumper falls, but it will be null and void as they get Briantane Marshall with her first personal. Second team foul against the Lady Lions. So possession belongs to Bethune-Cookman as they trail 15-11 with about 1:15 remaining in the first. Here's Holder guarded by Pelly. Calls for the screen, gets it, drives left, gets around Marshall, kicks it out to the left right wing. Three-point shot is up, no good. Offensive rebound and put back by Bethune-Cookman. That's number 15, Tyler Butler. And also fouled in the act. They're going to get Tyra Taylor for a second personal. And number 3 against the Lady. So 3-point play opportunity for Tyler Butler. She'll have one shot here with 1:04 remaining in the first. The deficit for the Lady Wildcats to 1. 15-14 our score. 1 minute remaining in the first quarter. Davis has it. As the clock. So just under a minute remaining in the first quarter. Shot clock at 27.
Jump ball, UAPB basketball.
14 on the shot clock. Pelly over the shoulder pass. Has it knocked away momentarily. A scramble. Knocked away again, and loose ball ends up in the hands of Bethune-Cookman, and here comes Peters attacking the basket, and they're going to get a blocking foul. Holder. That's her first personal and the 15th foul. Send Jayla Pelly to the line. 15 score, 30.9 seconds remaining in the first. First free throw is up, too strong by Pelly. Second free throw is up, and good. So Pelly extends the lead to a bad. Of course, she's guarded by Jasmine Davis. Davis. You hear Coach Rosario. Now 13 seconds on the shot clock. The shot clock and the game clock identical right now. And it's down to 7. Holder. Mid-range jumper. Lady Wildcats of Bethune-Cookman and your UAPB Lady Lions all tied at 16.
And it's giving Porsche Cayenne from Porsche Little Rock and Saracen Casino this month. The incredible Cayenne Coupe is known for blending sports SUV practicality. And best of all, it's a Porsche. At Saracen Casino and qualify for the Porsche Cayenne drawing on January 31st.
Saracen Casino.
Call 800-GAMBLER.
Hi, I'm Barbara Dunn, the Executive Director of the Pine Bluff Convention Center. Just like you, I love cheering on our hometown teams, and I want you to know the same energy.
Swings it around. Here's Gregory. She's picked up by Pelly. Loses the handle. Layup up and good. And the Lady Lions regain the lead 20-18. To the corner to Gregory. Back out to Holder. Butler ends up with it. Drives. Guarded by Gardner. Spin move and Gardner just reaches up and commits the foul. So they get Kanaya Gardner with her first personal. That'll be the first team foul against the Lady Lions. So checking in for Pine Bluff will be number 5, Bria Hampton, the 6'2" senior forward. First free throw is up and no good, too strong by Butler by 2. Butler's second. Marshall. So here comes the trap. Pelly dribbles around and the rebound over to Butler and the Wildcats. Holder. Out front. Now to the left wing. This is Peters. Bowen to Pelly. Pelly brings it across midcourt. She'll be picked up by Holder. So now Bethune-Cookman drops back in the zone defense. As Bowen gets it. And looking at some of the numbers, Golden Lions 11-18 from the field, 61.1%, 70.6%. 104 from the three-point line. The Wildcat has 10 points to lead the Lady Lions right now. Kanaya Gardner with 6 points, Jayla Pelly with 5, and Christina Boyd with 4. For Bethune with 7. Damani Dorsey has 3, and Kiara Gregory with the bucket as well. Looking down low, swings it to the corner. Dorsey thought about the 3. She'll kick it back out to Gregory. Here's a screen. Gregory drives right. And it ends in the hands of India Boyd. Here comes the Lady Lions. Kicks it out to Pelly. Takes the 3, too strong. Christina Boyd with a big rebound. Pumps, goes up strong, and cannot get it to fall. As it looks like Taylor was pushed in the back. Called on the floor. Lady Lions will inbound with Tyra Taylor underneath the basket. Gets it in the Gardner. The clock was stuck. As we the H.O. Clemens Arena, try to get that. And she'll relieve Jayla Pelly. It's now by Bethune-Cookman. Here's Tyler. Now by Bethune-Cookman. Here's Tyler. She'll get over to Holder. Holder. Back to Tyler. Shot clock now down to about 10 seconds. 2 minutes left in the half. Holder with the layup, no good. A scramble for the loose ball. And a jump ball is called. As possession belongs to Arkansas Pine Bluff. 1:52 left. Lady Lions up by 1. She gets it into Davis. Full court pressure again by the Wildcats. Boyd back to Davis. Davis across the midcourt, gets it to Boyd. Boyd pulls it up. Now Davis will get it to the middle. Taylor down low. Gardner goes up off the glass, too strong. And the rebound by Tyler and the Wildcats. Lady Lions. Davis will bring it into the front court. She'll swing it back over to Boyd. To the corner to Bowen. Inside feed to Taylor. Excuse me. Yes, that's Taylor. It bounces off. Gardner knocks it out of bounds. 1:03 remaining in the first half. And again, you want to stay tuned for the Central Maloney halftime show. We'll go over the numbers and give you some scoring updates. As Holder will dribble to the right and just kind of runs into Davis, but she was moving, so she's going to be called for the time remaining. And knocks down both. So the Wildcats regain the lead by 1, 30-29, 50 seconds remaining in the first half. And they're going to get her for traveling. So that's going to be a turnover. 42.4 now remaining. 30-29, lead Bethune-Cookman. So Holder into the front court. She'll be picked up by Jasmine Davis. Here's a feed. Gardner. And they'll kick it. Here's the lefty taking the 3 and knocking it down is number 5, Janessa Kelly. And it's a 4-point advantage for Bethune-Cookman. 24 seconds remaining in the first half. Pass over to Bowen. Here comes a trap. Looking for Taylor. Kicks it over to Kelly. Kelly inside feed as Bowen able to knock it away. And it'll be it's 0.5 on the clock currently. It would be a minute, about a second and a half. 1.4 to be exact. It's a 2-point lead by Bethune-Cookman, and they have possession. So they'll have time for one more shot, an inbound and a shot. Here's the inside feed trying to go up and knocks it away. And that's going to do it for the first half, ladies and gentlemen. Our score at halftime, Bethune-Cookman 33, UAPB 31. Folks, and we'll be back here momentarily for the Central now, folks. We're at the half, 33-31, Bethune-Cookman lead. I'm LaRon Marbley, and we'll be back with the Central Only halftime show here in just a moment. You're tuned in to the UAPB Sports Network. UAPB Lady Lions basketball presented by Central Maloney on Deltaplex Radio's 99.3 The Beat.
Shopping for car insurance is confusing. Holy cow.
Great. Now we have a cow in our kitchen. Why did you say that?
Because I don't know what coverage to choose.
So just say the State Farm jingle. A State Farm agent can go over all your options with you and help choose coverage that meets your needs. Dude, cow, could you move?
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
I'm State Farm agent Kevin Bonnet. Call me at 535-2233.
Heart disease is the leading cause of death in American adults, but we can help you improve the odds at Jefferson Regional Cardiology Associates. Our team of physicians utilize the latest technology to diagnose and treat a wide variety of cardiac conditions, and that will help you learn to make your heart a priority. Call for an appointment today at 541-4285. Jefferson Regional Cardiology Associates. Your life, our commitment.
Life's complicated. Your checking account shouldn't be. At Simmons Bank, we keep banking simple, with you in mind. Get paid early. Avoid fees. Bank from anywhere. Everything you need, nothing you don't. Choose your account and open online in minutes. Visit SimmonsBank.com to learn more. Member FDIC. All accounts subject to approval.
Getting engaged is one of life's most spectacular occasions, and when you find your ring at Sissy's Log Cabin, the promise of a lifetime begins with our promise to always provide unmatched quality, superior service, and brilliant natural diamonds. Find your dream engagement ring, wedding bands, and more when you shop Sissy'sLogCabin.com or stop by any of our 7 locations. Begin the rest of your lives brilliantly, only at Sissy's Log Cabin, because life's too short for ordinary jewelry.
Welcome back inside the H.O. Clemens Arena. We're at the half. Bethune-Cookman leads the UAPB Lady Lions 33-31. LaRon Marbley here, and look at some of the numbers from the first half. Leading scorers for both teams. India Bowen has 10 points for the Lady Lions. And for Bethune-Cookman, it'll be Kaylin Peters. She has 8 points in the ball APB. The Wildcats shooting just under 62% from the field, 33% from the three-point line, 52.2%. Also 2 of 6 from the free throw line for 33, 5 of 9 from the stripe. So again, the Lady Lions playing a heck of a big conference play as the Lady Lions currently sit at 1.
Cayenne from Porsche Little Rock and Saracen Casino. This
is so extra.
But what you could say is,
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
your local state
535-2233.
And a coffee bar round out that experience. Schedule your mammogram today, 7393.
To always provide unmatched quality, superior service, and brilliant natural diamonds. 7 locations. Begin the
More than building great transformers, incredible components, pallets, and tools. We inspire the next generation of leaders. Get you and treat you just like family.
after
With a never-ending to-do list, it's easy to forget something important.
Shell Herring at 247-0448.
Saracen. It takes time.
70448.
Saracen. It takes time. Focus. And dedication.
Numbers. And for the Lady Lions, leading scorer is first free throw is up and it's good by Boyd. Second shot is up and it's off. Rebound by Bethune-Cookman. So Gregory would get it. Lady Lions again applying full court pressure. Now man to man, cross court pass to Dorsey. She gets it, kicks it out to Gregory to reset. Right wing, now out top. Inside feed at the free throw line. That's Dorsey. Here's Peters with it. Back to Gregory. Here's a three inside feed. They get it to Johnson. Goes off the glass and finishes right before the buzzer sounded. That's Maya Johnson with the bucket. Gregory ahead to Peter. She'll pull it back out and kick it out top to Gregory. Over to Dorsey. Sets her feet, takes the three, too strong. And going up high on the rebound. That's number 3 on Boyd. And the third against the Lady Lions. So the foul was on the floor. Holder will inbound underneath their basket for the Wildcats. Gets it in. This is Butler, goes up off the glass and finishes. So Tyler Butler with a bucket. Lady Lions lead remains at 10. Jasmine Davis attacks the baseline, pulls it back out. She's trapped. Now to get rid of it, gets it to Gardner, who goes up off the glass in the game of her career right now as she hits the bucket and have a three-point play opportunity on the Wildcat. We'll have a three-point play opportunity here. And so 48-35 our score, 13-point advantage. They get ahead cross court to Dorsey. Dorsey out top to Holder. This is Kelly with it. She gets the screen. Out top to Johnson. Hands off to Dorsey. Shot clock under 10. And this will be Dorsey attacking the. She's going to be fouled on the way. They get Gardner, Kanaya Gardner. As Kanaya Gardner, again, playing a heck of a ball game for the Lady Lions. Some valuable minutes here for Gardner tonight. Johnson's second shot is up. Too strong. And an offensive rebound by Holder. And Coach Leak is not pleased with that. 12-point advantage Lady Lions, 48-36. 2.5 left in the third. Kelly defending on Holder. Switching to Taylor. 3-point shot by the lefty is good. And that's from downtown. Number 5, Janessa Kelly. Knocking down her second three-pointer of the game. Bowen gets it to Davis. Davis trapped in the corner, bounces off the leg of Johnson. So the possession will remain with the Lady Lions. Here's the inbounds to Bowen. Here comes the trap. Johnson putting a knee out, no call. Swings it across court to Cornelius, who tacks the basket. Short arms it. Misses open play there. The ball, Lady Lions leading by 11.
Life options.
Jingle. A State Farm agent can go over all your options with you and help choose coverage that meets your needs. Dude, Cal, could you move?
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Call me at 535-2233.
As we prepare for the fourth and final period, Lady Lions leading by 14 points, 55-41, with India Boyd 19 points. Kanaya Gardner having the game of her career so far, 58.3 to be exact. They're 21 of 36 from the field, 50% from the three-point line, 5 of 10 from 57.1%. On the flip side, the Wildcats 50%, 16 of 32, 3 of 13 from really hurt. Bethune-Cookman only 23.1%, 60% from the free throw line, 6 of compared to the Lady Lions 16. And there's been 5 lead changes. And the largest lead has been 14 by the Lady Lions. And that is our current. So the possession belongs to UAPB. They'll inbound in the backcourt. Check that. Possession belongs to Bethune-Cookman. They'll in 2-3 zone. So we're underway here in the fourth period. 41, Pine Bluff on top of Bethune-Cookman. Here's Gregory with it, drives. Kicks it back out top to Dorsey. Gregory and Dorsey exchanging passes. Back over to Gregory. She's guarded by Davis. Crosses, looks for a screen, gets one. And the shot clock got. And the officials will take a look at the replay to get the clock froze. It currently reads 9-4 take on Florida A&M. PM go to. But it's not going to stop basketball action here. 9:33 remaining on the clock here in the game. On their sideline in front of the courtside seats. So Damani Dorsey will handle the inbound. Gregory tries to pass it. Bowen gets a hand on it. Not able to save it, but great hustle there by Bowen as she anticipated that pass right in front of us. So it'll be 1 second on the shot clock for the Wildcats. She throws it up toward the ahead to Davis. Davis pulls it back out to Pelly. Davis on the left wing gets it to Gardner. Gardner drives out to Bowen. Marshall flag back and forth. She'll swing it over to the left wing into the hands of Peters. Peters driving in the lane, loses. Also, don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, we have on the Hog 98.1 FM. They'll be back in action this Friday as the second free throw no good by Tyler. Tomorrow, Gardner gets it from Davis. She'll get it back. Now to Pelly. Lady Lions looking for a shot inside, gets it to Gardner. She's looking down low to Marshall. Briantone Marshall back out to Gardner. Gardner drives off the right side, off the glass, too strong. And she's headed back to the line. Number 20. And again, having a pretty good ball game as she connects on the first free throw with 11 points. 6 of 7 from the free throw line. 16 remaining in this ball game. The side to Parks. Back out top to Butler. So possession remains with Bethune-Cookman. Just under 8 minutes remaining in this ball game. Holder out top. Shot clock at 5. Dorsey's gonna have to get a shot up. Just throws a shot up. Almost falls for offensive rebound and the putback as Tyler Butler is fouled. As they get India Bowen for the foul against the Lady Lions. Hey. Will be number 15, Tyler Butler. First free throw is up. It's good. So Butler goes 2 for 2 from the line on that trip. As Bethune-Cookman now applying full court pressure. Pelly to Bowen. Here comes the trap again. Bowen gets it into Gardner. Back out to Pelly. Shot clock at 7. Pelly attacks the basket. Goes up high off the glass. No good. Gets on rebound. Kicks it out to Bowen, who takes the 3. And it's going to be off. Gardner with the offensive board. And had it knocked away by Holder. So great hustle there by the Lady Lions. Getting a couple of attempts there at the rim. As Holder will bring it into the front court. 2-3 zone by the Lady. Kicks it over to Butler. 3-point shot, have another jump ball. As Briantone Marshall diving on the floor there for that loose ball. So Taylor inbounds to Pelly. Full court pressure again by Bethune-Cookman. Taylor back out to Pelly. Across board. Left side, loses the handle.
Life's complicated. Your checking account shouldn't be. At Simmons Bank, we keep banking simple, with you in mind. Get paid early. Avoid fees. Bank from anywhere. Everything you need, nothing you don't. Choose your account and open online in minutes. Visit SimmonsBank.com to learn more. Member FDIC. All accounts subject to approval. Restrictions apply.
Getting engaged is one of life's most spectacular occasions, and when you find your ring at Sissy's Log Cabin, the promise of a lifetime begins with our promise to always provide unmatched quality, superior service, and brilliant natural diamonds. Find your dream engagement ring, wedding bands, and more when you shop sissyslogcabin.com or stop by any of our 7 locations. Begin the rest of your lives brilliantly, only at Sissy's Log Cabin, because life's too short for ordinary jewelry.
6:28 remaining in the ball game. Lady Lions holding on to a 14-point advantage. 57-43 is our score. India Bolt to Tyra Taylor. Lions lead 59-43. Who knocks it away, and I don't think Bowen touched it. Loses the handle, and that's going to 60 points now for the Lady Lions, leading by 17. 43, 6:03 remaining in the game. Lady Lions continue to apply full court pressure into the hands of Gardner. And Gardner tried to cause a mix-up. And the ball travels out of bounds. Last touch. Inbound from Holder. As a scramble for the ball to pass. Great anticipation by India Bowen. She knocks it away off of the leg of Holder. And the Lady Lions regain possession. So Taylor inbounds to Cornelius, who dribbles toward the right side, kicks it all the way across court to Taylor. Back out top to Cornelius. Gets it to Boyd. Boyd saw a good pass to Taylor, but just wasn't able to get it there. As the Wildcats will pull it out and slow it down. Gregory to Dorsey, back outside to Gregory. Squares up for the three, too strong. Rebound Cornelius. Cornelius taking the basket, goes up, kicks it out to Bowen. Three from the corner is no good. Rebound Bethune-Cookman. They're going to push. Dorsey down the middle of the court, down the middle of the lane, stops, tries to make a little short 10-foot jumper, no good. Rebound Lady Lions. Bowen bobbing and weaving through traffic. She'll just pull it out, kick it out top to Taylor. Now to Cornelius to reset the play. Lady Lions can use a little shot clock here as they lead again, 61-43. Bowen gets the feed down low, attacks the basket. That's Ruth Banjoko, the 6-foot freshman forward. She in her first action tonight. And it's good. So full court pressure. As the long pass ends in the hands of Dorsey, loses her balance. Gregory's going to be fouled by Bowen. Number 3 on the 5'8" junior guard. Also number 3 goes to Gregory. She'll set up. 2-3 zone, UAPB. Kicks it down the corner. Moving the ball around inside. This is Gardner. And another Darasia Pitts with her third personal. And that's going to be number 4 against. Opportunity here again for Gardner as she has 14. So again, Gardner winces. Pitts no good. Rebound. Put back no good. Pitts gets it again. This time she's 5. So 2 shots for number 24, Darasia Pitts. The first. Shot is up. Davis has it. Kicks it over to Cornelius. Cornelius guarded by Kelly to no avail. Now that's going to be a turnover. 3:30. Kicks it out. Swinging it around the perimeter are the Wildcats. Here's Dorsey. She'll kick it over to the lefty, Janessa Kelly. Back out to Dorsey. Shot clock at 10. Gregory spots up, takes the 3, and knocks it down. That's Kiara Gregory from downtown. Lady Lions lead now is 17. Boyd in the front court. We'll kick it over to Davis. And again, the Lady Lions should be to take a shot as Christina Boyd attacks the baseline, goes off the glass, and it's good. The and one with Christina Boyd as they get. Have Marshall, Bowen, Boyd, Pelly, and Gardner. So check that. Now with 8 points in the ball game, Christina Boyd. Great Cats under 3 minutes left to play in the ball game. 69-49, Lady Lions leading by 20. Here's another three-pointer by Gregory. That one's going to be a little bit off. Offensive rebound and a putback by Sanaa Tyler. But it looks like two other players away from the ball got tangled up. So we'll see what the official. So the officials will have a brief discussion here, and they may take a look at that previous play.
Because of the practices that we had leading up into this game. And so I just said, just buy into it, trust it, and watch and see what happens.
Absolutely, and it showed on the court, as you said, Coach. And I know it has to be a tad bit satisfying to see doing things in practice and then actually show up on the court.
Thank you. You know, sometimes some things just don't translate.
Right.
And again, Prairie View felt like a loss because we didn't play our style of basketball.
Right.
But to come out here and see us get after it, we could have done a better job on the rebounds. We let them get a couple offensive rebounds in the first half that kind of kept them in the game. But to see them, their work pay off here, it feels good. And I know that feels good for them.
Absolutely.
You know, to see the fruits of their labor and us being able to get everybody in tonight, you know, that felt really good.
Absolutely. 25-point win here tonight. And Coach, India Bowen, she did exactly what we expect out of her. I believe she had like 7 assists, had about 5 rebounds, 21 points on the night. But tonight, to me, the person of the game has to be Kanaya Gardner. She came out tonight and she looked like a totally different player. I had not seen this out of her all season long.
You know, I've been really talking to her, you know, just trying to build her confidence and let her know, you know, we recruited you here for a reason. It's time. It is time for you to show what you're capable of and your strength and your rebounding capabilities and even getting to the basket. And tonight she hit a free throw, so I was really proud of her. I told her, you need to keep your hair done because you play real good when you get that hair laid.
Indeed, she did.
So she was 3 away from a double-double, so I'm extremely proud of her. And 9 from 10 from the free throw line. Congratulations, KG.
Great job. 3, and not to mention 3 for 4 from the field.
Exactly.
So she had a good night. Absolutely. And I mean, that stat line just beautiful for Gardner. Also added 7 rebounds, had an assist, a steal, and a block shot.
She was everywhere. Yeah, she was everywhere. And that's what we need, that energy flowing. I told him it's contagious.
It is.
And I know you probably weren't looking at the bench, but the bench was fired up.
Oh, yes. And every time somebody made a play, they are on their feet. And that's what you need. You have to support each other, even if you're on the court or off.
It's contagious.
Absolutely.
It is. And so I just hope that fire keep burning. And let's get one Saturday. And as we go on the road, going to have a tough road trip next week going to Louisiana. But just hope that fire keep burning.
And that was going to be my next question, Coach. How do you keep this momentum and this mentality? Because, again, tonight the energy was just off the charts.
It was electric. It was. And, you know, I think they see the results of it. And so they know that it's powerful. And I think they're going to keep sharing the ball, keep moving the ball, keep hyping each other up, and keep being coachable and sticking to the game plan. You know, they did a great job of committing to what I asked them to do. And so, again, I can't wait to go in here and talk about those things that we want to highlight. And I hope it just keep going. Just keep going. You know, we want to peak at the right time. You know, we lost a couple that we shouldn't have lost, but you know, it's like this.
Right.
As I stated yesterday, we got to be steady. Then we start to incline and peak right around March.
Absolutely.
And when it's tournament time, so we can be in the finals and ultimately win SWAC.
Well, I'm excited, Coach. I'm excited. Well, congratulations on tonight. I'll let you go enjoy this win for a couple of minutes. Got to get ready for Saturday against Florida A&M. But big win here tonight. Congratulations, Coach.
Thank you, LaRon. Appreciate you so much.
Yes, ma'am. Head coach Erica Leak, UAPB Lady Lions, coming out with the big win tonight over Bethune-Cookman for their second conference win as they defeat the Wildcats 77-54. Well, folks, we'd like to thank you for tuning in. Oh, before I get out of here, let me give you a few updates from across the conference. Prairie View and Alcorn in a good one. Alcorn leads Prairie View 53-41, 2:30 remaining in that one. Texas Southern on top of Jackson State 52-42, 6:28 remaining in that game. Florida A&M trails Mississippi Valley State 29-21, 5:40 remaining in the half of that ball game. It got a late start, and of course a big win today for the Lady Lions, 77-54 over the Bethune-Cookman Wildcats. Well, folks, again, we'd like to thank you for tuning in to the Central Maloney post-game show and the Central Maloney broadcast of UAPB Lady Lions basketball. For my man Mike Fuller back at the studio, for AD Chris Robinson, SID Camille Stokes, I'm LaRon Marbley signing off. Once again, our final score, Lady Lions 77, Lady Wildcats of Bethune-Cookman 54. You're tuned in to Lady Lions basketball, brought to you by Central Maloney on the UAPB Sports Network on Deltaplex Radio's 99.3 The Beat. Good night, everybody.
Pine Bluff's #1 for hip hop and old school, 99.3 The Beat.